Good morning. I call to order this regular scheduled meeting of the Lake Havasu City Planning and Zoning Commission for Wednesday, May 1st, 2024. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ms. Hennigan, the roll call, please.
Commissioner Matthew Mitchell. Commissioner Susanna Ballard.
Present.
Commissioner Joan DeZuro.
Present.
Commissioner Paul Ayer.
Here.
Commissioner Tiffany Wilson. Commissioner Lonnie Stevenson. Commissioner J.P. Thornton. Commissioner Jim Harris. Vice Chair Medley. Chairman David Diaz.
Here. All right, seeing that we need a alternate to come up, Mr. Thornton, would you please come up and sign in, please? Just let me know when you're signed in, please. All right, we all received the minutes. Are there any changes, deletions, or comments before approving the minutes? Seeing none, I'm looking for a motion to approve the minutes.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve.
Commissioner Lair, do you need a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner DeZuro, any further discussion? All right, we're ready to vote.
The motion passes 6-0. Excuse me. Yep, 6-0.
Thank you. All right, this is a public hearing and there is a structured order to this process. City staff will present each item. There will be time for the commission to ask questions of the staff and the applicant will have an opportunity to present their case to the commission. Once that is done, we will open a public hearing to give community members an opportunity to ask questions or provide input. I ask that anyone who wishes to speak limit their trips to the microphone to once per item and keep their comments to less than 5 minutes. Please stay on point and refrain from discussing subject matter not pertinent to the item being discussed. There will be an opportunity at the end of the meeting for public comment on other topics not in the meeting, and I'll bring that up later. After public testimony is taken, I will close the public hearing and bring the item back to the table for the city staff's recommendations, further discussion amongst the commission, and eventually a motion to approve or disapprove. And thank you for adhering to this meeting protocol. I also ask that if any commissioner wants to speak, please ask to get recognized by the chair. Okay, the first item today is ID number 24-4240. Adopt resolution number 24-06, approving a major conditional use permit for 1970 Bahama Avenue, tract 115, block 5, portion of lot 14 to allow a 16-person residential care facility in the residential multifamily RM district. Mr. Kearns, your presentation, please.
Good morning, Chairman, Commissioners. The subject property is located on Bahama Avenue between Industrial Boulevard and Pirate Lane. The adjacent properties are zoned multifamily RM district. The property across Bahama Avenue is zoned light industrial district. The site is currently developed with a 6-bed residential care facility, with the original care facility being approved in 2006. The applicant is proposing to convert 2 existing rooms used for other purposes into 2 additional bedrooms and then place 2 beds per room instead of 1. This will create a 16-person residential care facility. The RM district allows residential care facilities with an approved conditional use permit. This application does not change the operational nature of the existing use on the property, but the increase in the number of patients housed is the sole change requiring this conditional use permit process to be undertaken by the applicant. After being reviewed by all reviewing agencies and departments, we received 1 response. the building department responded to require a building permit to convert 2 rooms into bedrooms and change the occupancy. Staff recommends the following conditions. 1, a building permit is required to convert 2 rooms into bedrooms for a total of 8 bedrooms and change of occupancy. 2, shall comply with all state licensing and certification requirements. This concludes staff's presentation, and the applicant is also present.
Okay, thank you. I do have one question before I open up to the commission. Is this the old the home that was used by hospice before?
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to get that on the record. Are there any questions from the commissioners to staff on this item? Okay, seeing none, is the applicant present? And if so, do they wish to address the commission? Your option. You don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I have a question for the applicant, if I could.
Okay, please approach the mic, please. State your first and last name and spell your last name for the record, please.
Sandra Huizenga, Huizenga.
Thank you. Good morning.
Morning.
I just wanted to clarify on the 2 per room. I thought it was. I'm sorry. Is this going to be people who are bedbound, basically, or are they going to be able to be? They could be mobile as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there'll be 2 people per room, and you'll still have the kitchen. You'll still have your living area
And dining room.
and the dining room as well. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner DeZuro. Any other questions to the applicant?
Yes.
Applicant, sorry.
Sorry about that.
You're getting your exercise in. Commissioner Thornton.
How big is this kitchen? It's a lot of people. I was kind of looking at it. Didn't seem like the kitchen was very big.
So
Only 16.
the square footage of the kitchen is pretty much a standard residential home. So you're right. It's not very large, but there is enough room for dining and preparing for the food. So Mojave County has come out and we've made some adjustments. We put in a 3-comp sink, a prep sink, a hand washing sink. So they will be out to give us our approval for that. But it's enough for 16. If we need to do 2 different times for dining, we will. So, because if we have too many people in wheelchairs, we'll need to make that adjustment. But it's conducive enough for 16.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay, before you leave, any other questions for the? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, this is a public hearing. Does anyone from the public at this time like to address the commission on this item? Please state your first and last name, spell your last name for the record.
David Tobar, Tobar. I have one question for the individual behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Are they expanding the building, or is the building just going to stay where it's at?
You could come up and you have to get on the microphone, please. Thank you.
The building will stay the same. We will not be expanding.
I have another question.
Mhm.
Will this be affected by traffic?
So the only traffic that will be resident family members and staff.
Will this facility have ambulance will be coming in? It won't be using the sirens to come into the facility?
So to my knowledge, usually when they come into residential tracts, they will silence the sirens, but the lights will still be on.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else from the public like to address the commission on this item? Okay, seeing none, I'm going to close the public hearing and open it up to the staff's recommendation. Mr. Kearns.
Based on the findings, the Development Review Committee recommends approval of Resolution 24-06, a major conditional use permit for Tract 115, Block 5, a portion of Lot 14 to allow a 16-person residential care facility in the residential multifamily district with the following conditions. 1, a building permit is required to convert 2 rooms into bedrooms for a total of 8 bedrooms and change of occupancy. 2, shall comply with all state licensing and certification requirements.
Thank you. Does the applicant understand those conditions and agrees to them? Okay, thank you. All right, looking for any more comments from the commissioner on this item? If not, looking for a motion?
I don't know if yeah, it's working. Trevor, what is the parking situation for guests?
So this building has parking alongside the main building. So it went through a design review back in 2006, and they met the parking standards, and they haven't really changed since then. So it's, if you're familiar with the building, you pull in off of Bahama. There's parking on both sides of the parking lot, and it ends at a trash enclosure. I believe there's probably 16 spots, or maybe 18. Yeah, so 18.
Total of 18.
And that's for employees and guests.
Yes.
Any other questions from the commission on this? All right, looking for a motion to either approve or disapprove. Commissioner DeZero?
I'd like to make a motion to adopt resolution number 2406, approving a major conditional use permit for tract 115, block 5, portion of lot 14 to allow a 16-person residential care facility in the residential multifamily district with the conditions contained in the resolution.
All right, we have a motion by Commissioner DeZero to approve. Do I have a second? Anybody?
I'll second.
All right, we have a second by Commissioner Thornton. Any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, we're ready to vote.
The motion passes with a vote of 5 and 1 recused.
Thank you. All right, that is the last item on the agenda. So I'm going to do a call to the public. This is a call to the public. It's an opportunity for the public to address the commission about a topic not on today's agenda. We're unable to respond directly or have a two-way conversation. If you'd like to speak, please approach the podium. Keep your comments for under 3 minutes and state your first and last name and spell your last name for the record. Is there anyone from the public like to address the commission at this time? Anybody? Okay, seeing none, I'm going to close the public comment area section. And Mr. Gilbert, any upcoming meetings?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Apparently your microphones are not working over there properly. The upcoming meetings on May 15th, June 5th, June 19th are going to be very, very packed with items. Just want to give you a heads up on that. But we have a lot of cases coming up. That's it.
What are those dates one more time?
I'm sorry. May 15th will be the next meeting, and then June 5th and June 19th for next month.
All right, thank you. All right, there's no other further business. The meeting is adjourned.